So, in the last couple of years, my dreams have been asking me repeatedly to go deeper and be braver. And that seems to keep being the work for me. And so I've been exploring that and looking at that in my own practice. And I've realized recently, actually, it's not just the past couple years. It's probably just the past couple years where I am able to understand what my dream needs of me more clearly. But it's actually always been true that my dreams have been wanting me to go deeper and be braver. And that was just a real, I guess, moment of insight for me to see that my dreams had always been calling me towards that, and I couldn't always hear the call. And I certainly wasn't equipped to answer the call for a lot of my life. But on the other hand, another thing I noticed when I was thinking back is that actually I was going deeper and being braver in whatever way I was equipped to do at the time. So I didn't start out with a lot of tools and support for doing that kind of work, so I wasn't that good at it, but I was doing my best. I was trying. And because I was trying and taking steps and, failing a lot, but learning through failure, eventually that did lead me to get the tools and forms of support that I needed to be able to go deeper and be braver. So it's just kind of cool to look back on it and think of it in that lens where our dreams are always asking us to go deeper and be braver, and going deeper and being braver is always the answer. So if you're stuck with your dreams, if you're stuck, you don't know why, or if you're stuck because you have a huge external obstacle, or if you're actually working really hard and doing your best, but you're not getting the results you want, any of those kinds of things happening with your dreams, the answer is always go deeper, be braver. So what go deeper, be braver means for you and your dream can change from day to day. So it's not like you're always doing the same thing, but you're always asked to go deeper and be braver. And of course, you need the right tools and support to do that. So coaching, teaching, mentoring, all of that, all that is offering tools and support, right? So as I, progressed along my own path and actually became accredited as a spiritual counselor and teacher, not because I wanted to teach, just because I took all of those classes to help me figure out my own shit. And then I got to a point where I knew how to work through things. And then I was like, oh, wow, of course I want to share this with people, tools and support. This is what you need. And now that I know how to do it, I want to help other people to do it as well. But what I'm seeing now too, that there's something missing in that, and that's systems. Because even with lots of tools and support, there's so many places where we sabotage our own success, and we do it for really good reasons. The part of you that's afraid of moving forward has good reasons for being afraid, and the part of you that procrastinates has good reasons for procrastinating. And the part of you with the fear of visibility around your dream, that's valid too. These are all valid things, and we need to be able to work with them, and that's what the tools and support help us to do. Except we also have these other parts of us that are gonna come up with that resistance and always try to push us off path. So for me, what that looks like is either I'm too tired to do this right now, or I'm too busy to do this right now. And I always say I'll do it tomorrow, and I always believe that I'll do it tomorrow, but that doesn't mean that I will do it tomorrow, because what that is just an avoidance mechanism. I'm not honestly too tired or too busy. I'm actually just kind of somewhere inside of me freaking out and not wanting to look at that. So having systems helps you to not drop those things in those moments, because I have dropped those things in those moments pretty hard. We also drop a lot of good ideas and insights. If you journal a lot, if you have taken any of my classes, the kinds of journaling that we do, it's very easy to have really amazing insights because your inner wisdom does know how to get to your dream. So it's easy to receive information from yourself while you're journaling. And it's easy to write that down and feel great about it. And then it's easy to turn the page and never look back on it again and not act on it. And so those kinds of insights and ideas are of no use to you if you don't act on them, right? And that's where Go Deeper, Be Braver comes in as well. So having systems to hold all of this and not let you drop it. I'm realizing that's a big part of helping you go deeper and be braver. And that's why I created Dream Book, which is a journaling system for navigating the inner and outer growth that your dream is calling you towards. So for understanding more about how does your dream want you to go deeper? How does your dream want you to be braver? Where are you ready to grow and expand? Because, you know, when you're working with real inner growth, it doesn't happen in ways that you can control or predict. And that's one of the big surprises to me. Like, my big dream was always to be creatively and sustainably self-employed in some way. And the real gifts of getting to this place, yes, I love not having a job, and I love, you know, making all of the money that I need doing the things that I love. Of course, like, all of that outer stuff is great. But the ways that I've grown on the inside in order to make this happen, that is so much more valuable to me. And a lot of those ways that I've grown in terms of like having better boundaries and being more outspoken, being more brave, being more willing to be who I really am, the ability to trust myself like on a whole new level, those things just mean so much more to me, and they're all surprises. Like, your dream grows you in surprising ways, and to make space for that kind of growth, because also when you make space for that kind of growth, it makes it easier to do the outer stuff, like the outer growth, because you do want outer growth as well. But by making space for the inner growth along with the outer growth, everything gets a lot easier. And everything gets a lot more complicated, as you can tell if you're trying to follow all these threads that I'm talking about here. You're doing the inner work of healing, bringing healing and light to the places in you that need it the most. So all the places where you hold back, the stuff that's kind of subconscious or even unconscious that you're not fully aware of, that needs to be addressed as well. So you're bringing healing to all these different places while you're also nurturing your inner gifts and resources and strengths. And then making space for all of these different kinds of changes is just so complex. And so that's why I would often kind of fail when my dreams asked me to go deeper and be braver, because it just got like, I wanted to, and I was showing up every day for it, but it's like I was losing too many pieces. All right, so I created Dream Book first to help me not lose so many threads. And then once I was working with it, I realized, oh wow, yeah, this is like the only thing I want to teach from now on, because this is it. Like, the tools and support that I've been teaching all along, they're great, and we're going to keep using those. But when you bring in the systems, yeah, that's my little story of how happy I am to look back and see all these years of doing my best to listen to my dream, doing my best to go deeper and be braver, how that's really led me to be more who I really am and to create more of what I'm really here to create. And I'd love for you to join me in this. You know, you have amazing things to create. We all do. And Dream Book is a really great way of organizing your process, staying more present with it, so that you can navigate both the inner and the outer growth more easily. So depending on where you're watching this video, either there's more information below on this page or there's a link there to go find more information. Come and join us. Like, I'd love to have you in our group.